back for these Jets. Who's ready for these Jets? To stay undefeated. Stay undefeated. Hall is
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Arizona Cardinals and the New York Jets. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point. But, boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Now it's Janice. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. As we get set to see Josh Rosen command this offense, the number 10 pick in the 2018 draft.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the giant actives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out.
And he goes down, it's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And there it is, sack number 201. He has broken Bruce Smith's all-time record.
For a lot of us, we wondered if anyone would get to that record. But the way teams are throwing the ball around, more opportunities for these sack artists to accumulate numbers. And we've seen the biggest number of all eclipsed today.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Let's go!
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
no, not yet. Yeah, it's on now.
Return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now he'll be hit from behind, and he is landed on hard. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Williams. From the gun, he'll throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have...
Killer can. His mouth watered at it. I'm not spitting over your plate. It's mouth watering, ain't it, Gino? That food. Oh, that show coming back. God friendly.
He probably be spending them tomorrow.
Killer.
I gave Mike a big plate. And Tony. And some steak. Tony is potato salad and Mike. Cut us some money in too, man. Go cut us some money in.
A lot of people make it fun. Uptown it is. Morris Allen and Patrick Ricard in the backfield on 1st down. The pass on the far side is complete. Brown fights his way out to about the 6-yard line. This ball went up a damn house.
Make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on, let's go! What, none?
On 1st down, Williams. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Defensive mind away to hold them under 20, because to me that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, and a big loss here as he's taken down. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. From the gun, Bowman. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on 1st down, Bowman. Firing quickly here, and it's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The keeper gets him 7 that time, but it'll lead to a third down.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Extra point up and through. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Sometimes your process get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Well, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Partner, on my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning, they got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
On second down, here's Rosen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though it completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Looking for it. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Bowman. Flush to his right. Pushing through the contact. The ball comes out. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 15 carries, 51 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and the coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Now Rosen to throw on 2nd down. On the left side, it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball is not streaking towards him. Have a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice time.
Offense.
So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Sutton rolling it in on the left side. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
False start. Offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. And they'll go ground game here to the tailback. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he will find his man on the in route, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully he'll be kicking extra points instead.
The New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
To throw again, Bowman. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Oh, now he bowls him over. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
They'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him in contract time. You could have kicked that. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now they've got to find a way to get it back together.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Pulled in at the 24. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And New York set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. To throw on 2nd down, Bowman. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. This quarterback now 4 of 6 since taking over, and he's got a first down. Operating from the gun, Bowman. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
What the heck? I had to.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay,
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result. If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. On third down, Rosen. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. Give to the fullback on the dive. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. And they'll go on the ground. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding what receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
False start, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They go play action here on first down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because it went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going.
Full start, offense.
Not a great start to this drive. You have the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
On play action, Rosen. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Give him 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. You had to.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try to keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Full start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
Offense.
Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. With a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And New York set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. From the gun, Bowman. And pressure gets to him again. The son Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got him under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but They need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try to mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Encroachment, defense.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. And here is motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
So that one will be accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And here is motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row.
Offense.
So that's going to push them back half the distance. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
So that penalty will back them up half the distance to the goal line. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. On the give, this is their fullback. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Throwing to start the drive. Bowman. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Bowman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Rosen will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quicker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Off the play fake, here's Rosen. And he's got his man on the out route. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles, only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And here's motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. That is caught at the 7. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 there, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has some...
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Here's Rosen. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out. But you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3.
I believe.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they're still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 47 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they knew there were going to be extra guys coming in.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different colored jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Jets have recovered.
Well, that sure started out as a good example of what they call backed up or coming out on offense, meaning you're backed up close to your own goal line. Big-time emphasis on practicing that to try and create some room at no left.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. Rosen on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On 2nd down, Rosen. He sets to fire deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Rosen on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
Rosen to throw again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 48. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the 1st.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in the contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman. Then with the Eagles.
That's right. He's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Throwing now, Rosen, 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Go back in the round.
When you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A gain of 11 and a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down. Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make it a 2nd down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And now it's Rosen looking. And that is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Why? Open in the end zone.
Yo, what's up?
He's not hit, and somehow incomplete.
What's up?
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling.
And it's a fumble. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Damn cheating and shit.
It gained really good yardage. That's what you tell your quarterback. Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's
Come on,
what a lot of coaches
run
are
that
trying to
shit.
push to their
Got it.
guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And the tip there altered the ball.
Too much
flight,
pressure.
falls incomplete.
You don't piss
It'll be
me off
2nd
now.
down.
You don't piss
Well,
me
not
off
throwing 3
now.
yards in the college does football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football.
Taking it right down.
Ah, he got me with that fucking play action.
Touchdown, Cardinals. In for the score. The Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post
My
route?
damn.
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw,
Fucking
the catch,
asshole.
and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
I
Extra
got y'all
point
next
splits the
time. Y'all try to
uprights,
shut the
and that
ball.
will
I'm gonna
put
be
them
holding
on
the
top
ball.
here in the third. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And the Cardinals now heading out to defend. Coming off a fumble recovery there on the last time they were out on the field, so we'll see what they do here.
And once that happens, everybody wants to get involved. Right? Whoever created the last one, they're going to get the praise in the film session. You want that praise yourself, so you know everyone's going to be attacking the football.
We'll see if they can attack it, get hungry, and get another turnover. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Lee. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down on the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
How the hell he getting on that fucking side?
The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah,
Don't
man,
bat the ball down and intercept it.
Over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Man, incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. Gun. Here's Josh Rosen. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. And how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him, when he's called upon, usually gets it done. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop.
Oh, he almost had the
It's going to
interception.
be incomplete. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
Time to go score.
And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. Well, it's hard to put your finger on whether this is something to celebrate or something maybe the offense is embarrassed by. But that's now 6 field goals he's made in this game alone.
Yeah, he's bailed him out quite a bit so far.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20.
Told you I scored, man.
Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 95 yards. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's going.
Man, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Point after, up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So let's try this again after the kick return, TD. Here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
False start, offense.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Rosen now off the bootleg. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
And that's how you throw up a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Now a play fake here on 1st down. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact. From the gun, it's Rosen. He's going to look deep down the field. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy,
he bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it here. Over the middle, complete. That's Schwartz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Pushing a foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Escaping the... And he can't find anywhere to go.
wanted that.
And he goes down. Chris Jones. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad. For a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Holding, offense.
Oh, that was fucking hard.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Here's throw at about the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he?
I'm going to get that NFL
performance. What an absolute great
single game rushing touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10.
Green 39! Green 39!
On 1st down, it's Rosen. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot. Helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though.
Okay, I might take that one off.
Defense.
I'll let it be.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Third and long here for Rosen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Did they maybe play that too safely on third down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have fourth down to try and pick it up.
Good, I should have jumped over his head and pressed fine.
And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out, and that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're heading towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. Everyone's talking, communicating.
And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he just tied the NFL record on that 5th rushing touchdown. He's the 6th man ever to do that in a single game.
And, partner, did you just say that he tied an NFL record there?
Yes, sir.
I mean, we're talking 5 touchdowns against an NFL caliber defense.
Is that good?
That's what I'm fucking talking about.
It really is something. We are watching quite the effort.
Y'all told y'all should have never pissed me off.
Here, this will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25.
Y'all brought this on y'all self.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just let him bleed the game out that way.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
The false start backs him up further backward.
False start, offense.
motion again, and that's going to be 2 in a row.
False start, offense.
Back there in that Philly. Here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
And now movement again, and they'll march even further backward.
False start, offense.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
It's Barry, and they move this all the way down to the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. He'll get it up the middle. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And downhill.
Dang, my boy got injured.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
This nobody.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw.
Damn, I don't care about that.
Picked off near the 29.
I don't care about
the 24-yard line.
Y'all think y'all can come back against the
So they get the
almighty
takeaway,
God
but that's just
of
stepping
Madden?
They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that
Y'all
now.
think y'all can
Now
come
it's
in
about
against
getting
the
the ball in
almighty
end zone
God of
and hoping
Madden?
they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, no 4th quarter. And his throw
Look
here
at
is
that.
incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment,
Oh,
defense.
asshole.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Please don't tell me you're going to try to run again. Or is this play action?
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Start offense.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. And here's motion again. And that's going to be 2 in a row.
This is about to be an interception. I can already feel it.
False start offense.
Because they keep on doing this false start shit. That's
They're
how I know it's
already
about to be
slim
an
hopes are going to
interception.
ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to float this one. And this is going to be intercepted.
Sidney Jones!
Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot
I gotta get my boy his
deficit, had to
18
throw the
cut
football.
going.
Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock,
Personal
had to throw
foul.
it.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
He'll drop to throw. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask
Personal
penalty
foul.
tacked on.
Face mask. Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul.
penalty
3
is
yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must
Because
have.
it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
No, Jack, Patriot! Hurry up, here we go! Green 39!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And just a simple, basic neutral zone infraction here, partner.
Yeah, when you're ready to launch and go get the quarterback, sometimes you take off a bit too fast.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
Here we go now! Green!
They'll set up a throw. And the slant pattern here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
No, I
Give
feel
him
like I
12
need some
yards
more
on that
stuff.
one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I'm going to get some more.
Decent start to
stuff.
the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
So that's the word from the referee. Neutral zone infraction, 5 yards.
And, of course, the defense is always pointing at the offense about how they drew them across. Flag goes against the defenders on that one.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for
Neutral
jumping.
zone infraction. Defense.
Well, they didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they?
Still first down.
Penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really good balance, really good body control.
And how about the end result? A touchdown.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
And the Jets have got it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Jordan. Now the ball comes loose. The Jets on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Fighting through pressure. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Hassan Reddick in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Detroit! Gone!
They're going to look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake with the coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now back to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Time for a break. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Green 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
They probably just want to put this one behind them.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now they got to get to the line quickly. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I got it.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I got a feeling about to be a
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
I got a feeling interception.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd
Got a
down
feeling that it's about to be
and movement again. They'll march even further backward.
Offense.
And they keep on
That false start
starting.
penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
But I got a feeling.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him.
That's not going to work.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in.
False start. Offense.
Come on, just throw it deep. Throw the ball deep.
As they'll try again now, 3rd and long.
I'm tired of these short passes. Come on, just throw it deep.
He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Steps away to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Back to throw here. Throwing left side, it's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Face mask. Defense.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nifty move. And they're running right through it. Skirts by at the 15.
Damn, he almost had his 19th touchdown.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong with it.
Well, that's it, folks.